It is an indisputable fact that electric cars are on the rise. For instance, public sentiment is already starting to shift in favor of electric cars, and it is estimated that by the year 2040, the majority of new cars will be powered by renewable sources of energy. And because of that, the big players of the car industry are already fighting over this soon-to-be multi-trillion market. And if you are curious to know what are the most expensive electric cars, all you have to do is watch this video until the end. You are watching the top 10 most expensive electric cars in the world. And in this video, I'm going to show you what are the most expensive electric cars in the world, how much do they cost, and also why they are so expensive. But before we begin, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you like this type of content, also hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And without further ado, here are the top 10 most expensive electric cars in the world. Number 10. Rolls-Royce Phantom 102EX. The Phantom 102EX is manufactured by Rolls-Royce, the world-famous British luxury car manufacturer. And it was developed mostly to serve as a test model and see if there was pent-up demand for ultra-luxury electric cars. But even though it is a test model, it doesn't mean that this car was made half-heartedly. Because in true Rolls-Royce style, the Phantom 102EX is extremely elegant and luxurious, with its imposing and commanding outside design that will certainly make people wonder who must be inside, and also its luxurious and mesmerizing inside decoration. The only problem with this car is that its engine is nothing to write home about. For instance, the Phantom 102EX takes more than 5.7 seconds to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour, and it can barely reach 100 miles per hour. And to make matters worse, the battery is incredibly short-lived, with a driving range of only 125 miles, which would translate to a little more than an hour driving at top speed. Now, Rolls-Royces are never cheap, and this car couldn't be different, even with all of its shortcomings. And prices for it start at a whopping $500,000. Number 9. Mercedes-Benz SLS Electric Drive. The SLS Electric Drive is an electric supercar manufactured by Mercedes-Benz, the German automaker that is the undisputed leader of the luxury car segment. Well, if we are being honest with one another, the outside design of the SLS Electric Drive is not much different from most other Mercedes-Benz cars. But on the other hand, its engine blows all others out of the water. For instance, this powerful engine can take the SLS Electric Drive, which weighs more than 2 tons, from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds, and make it reach speeds upwards of 155 miles per hour. The only problem is that the batteries of the car are subpar quality, and because of that, the driving range of the SLS is very short. You will only be able to drive it for 120 miles, and the batteries take more than 4 hours to be fully recharged. Now, prices for this beauty start at a whopping $550,000. Quite a lot if you ask me, but if you want to reduce your carbon footprint all the while enjoying the finer things in life, this is the right car for you. Number 8. Genovation GXE. Developed by Genovation, a small American car manufacturer, the Genovation GXE is the 8th most expensive electric car in the world. What's interesting about the GXE is that it is built using the body and frame of a Chevrolet Corvette, which is famously known as the all-American sports car. However, they modified most of its engine, monocoque, and interior design in order to make it faster and more suitable for this newly developed electric car's batteries. For instance, the engine has more than 800 horsepower, and it can make the GXE go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in no more than 3 seconds, and make it reach speeds upward of 220 miles per hour. What's more, its interior design is extremely good-looking and luxurious, with its minimalistic cockpit, leather decoration, and electronic displays. Now, Genovation plans to produce only 75 models of the GXE, and because of that, the asking price for this car is massive, a whopping $750,000. Number 7. Rimac Concept 1. The Rimac Concept 1 is an electric car produced by Rimac, a sports car manufacturer from Croatia. And simply put, the Rimac Concept 1 is a trendsetter in the electric car industry, starting with its extremely powerful engine, which can take it from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds and make it reach speeds upwards of 310 miles per hour. In fact, the Concept 1 is so fast that Rimac decided to electronically limit its top speed at 221 miles per hour because they said they can't guarantee the safety of the car and its passengers after that. What's more, the driving range of this car is unparalleled, and you can drive it for more than 370 miles without stopping. Well, this electric supercar is not cheap by any means. After all, only 8 models of this car will ever hit the streets. And if you want to buy one, you should expect to fork over no less than $980,000. Number 6. Faraday Future FF01. Debuted way back in 2016 and presented to the public on the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, the FF01 is manufactured by Faraday Future, a revolutionary American car startup. The thing about the FF01 is that it is one of the fastest electric cars in the world. It goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds and can reach top speeds upwards of 200 miles per hour. And on top of being extremely fast and agile, it is also very beautiful and stylish, with its elegant contours and futuristic design. Now, the crew behind the development of the FF01 said that its outside design helps the car increase its stability, especially because of its proprietary aero tunnels and tail fin, which increase the downforce by more than twofold when driving at high speeds. What's more, the interior design and ergonomics of the car were inspired after NASA space rockets, and so you will barely feel the insurmountable G-force created when the car accelerates. Well, as you can expect, this car is not cheap by any standards. And if you want to get your hands on one, expect to fork over no less than $1 million. Number 5. NIO EP9. The EP9 is an electric hypercar manufactured by NIO, a Chinese car maker that is already taking the auto industry by storm with its innovative and revolutionary models. Now, what makes this car so impressive and remarkable is that its outside design is inspired after Formula One cars, with its aerodynamic contours and active air wing system that increases the downforce of the car by more than twofold. This may not seem that much important to you, but it is key for the safety and reliability of the EP9. After all, it can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.7 seconds and can reach speeds upwards of 200 miles per hour. And if it doesn't have insurmountable downforce, the car can easily lose its grip on the ground. What's more, the NIO EP9 has state-of-the-art batteries that will allow you to drive for 265 miles without stopping and can be fully recharged and ready to go in only 45 minutes, thus making your whole driving experience as seamless as possible. Now, the EP9 is part of an extremely limited edition, and only 17 of it will ever be produced. And because of that, its price tag is massive, a whopping $1.2 million for now. Number 4. Rimac Concept 2. Presented to the public at the Geneva Motor Show, the Concept 2 is yet another electric car by Rimac. And if the name gives any clue, this one is even better. First, because the Concept 2 has way better engines, aerodynamics, and acceleration, being able to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 1.8 seconds, and having a top speed of 258 miles per hour, and also because the Rimac Concept 2 is highly technological. With a proprietary driving coach function, all-wheel torque vectoring, and active aerodynamic system that will give you a completely smooth and stress-free driving experience. What's more, the Rimac Concept 2 has one of the best driving ranges in the category, and you will be able to drive for more than 400 miles at a time. However, prices for this electric hypercar start at a whopping $2 million, which is a lot of money for the average Joe. But if you're an environmentally conscious millionaire and you can easily scoff at a few million, I am sure this is the right car for you. Number 3. Lotus Evija. The third most expensive electric car in the world is the Lotus Evija. The iconic British car manufacturer Lotus produces this electric supercar, and it is by far one of the most stylish cars on our list. After all, its aggressive and jet fighter-inspired outside design is simply breathtaking, and the inside design is extremely elegant with its minimalistic cockpit and carbon fiber decoration. What's more, the Evija has one of the most powerful engines of the entire electric sports car category, being able to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds and reach speeds upwards of 200 miles per hour. Unfortunately, the only problem with this electric car is that its batteries are short-lived, and you will only be able to drive the Evija for a little more than 200 miles at a time. Now, if you want to get your hands on this beauty, expect to pay no less than $2.2 million. And if you want to add more features to it, prices can easily go upwards of $3 million. Number 2. Pininfarina Battista en Aniversario. Developed by Pininfarina, an Italian sports car manufacturer, to celebrate its 90th anniversary, the Battista Anniversario is the second most expensive electric car in the world. And simply put, this car is a true work of art. Starting with its hawkish outside design, which embodies luxury and speed at the same time, and also its impressive engine, which can take the Battista Anniversario from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 2 seconds, and make it reach top speeds of 217 miles per hour. What's more, this electric hypercar offers one of the best driving experiences of its category. With its 5 different driving modes, technology-rich cockpit, and an impressive driving range of 310 miles. Unfortunately, no more than 5 models of this car will ever be produced, and all of them will be handcrafted and carefully put together by some of the best car manufacturers in the whole world. And as such, this car is understandably very expensive, with prices starting at a whopping $2.9 million. Number 1. A-Spark Owl. Debuted in the 2018 Dubai Motor Show and produced by A-Spark, a Japanese up-and-coming car manufacturer, the A-Spark Owl is by far the most expensive electric car in the world. But I must say that is not without merit. After all, the A-Spark Owl blows all other cars on our list out of the water. Starting with its powerful engine, which can make the A-Spark Owl reach speeds upwards of 248 miles per hour and go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 1.7 seconds. Thus making it the fastest accelerating car in the world and beating its contenders by a sizable margin. Another impressive thing about the Owl is its brilliant outside design, which makes it look like an ultra-futuristic race car. Now, the A-Spark Owl is part of an extremely limited edition, and only 50 models will ever be produced. So, it only makes sense that this brilliant masterpiece is incredibly expensive, with prices starting at $3.2 million. Well, I know it may seem like a lot of money to you, but if you consider that the A-Spark Owl will certainly go down in history as one of the icons of the electric car revolution, and future generations of car collectors will be dying to get their hands on it, I would say that $3.2 million is a bargain. Alright, you've just watched the top 10 most expensive electric cars in the world. As you can see, there are a lot of new players on the rise in the automobile industry, and it seems like most of the current household names of this industry are failing to adapt and will be left behind in the coming decades. Well, I wonder what the future holds for all of us car enthusiasts. Now, I want to hear from you. Which cars on our list did you feel like driving? Let me know in the comment section down below. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and until next time.